Good afternoon, Mike Sapraicone. You're running for the Senate in New York, and we are happy to have you here in Voice of Hope in Israel. First, I want to ask you, how is Israel treating you so far?
Well, I have to tell you, Yaki, it's been terrific. I got here yesterday morning about 4 in the morning, and it's just been so everybody has treated me so well. And we've been all over from the south to the north in the last 2 days. And to sit here and chat and have a meal with you today was great. But I'm seeing things that I didn't understand before, things I wasn't sure of. And if I'm going to be a senator in New York State, which is our greatest, as far as I'm concerned, the greatest state in the country, and with such a great Jewish community, how do I not come here and try to understand what's been happening here since October 7th? And I look at October 7th the way I looked at our 9/11. Back in 2001, and you have to be there to try to understand. And I don't want to be able to talk about things I don't understand and I haven't seen. I think that was so important for me being here on the ground in Israel this week to try to learn a little bit about what happened here.
Talking to you, I can definitely say that you're a great friend of Israel. And so what is the main thing that you're taking from the meetings, the things that you've seen so far from Israel? What would you say the main thing?
I think what I'm seeing is how much people care. How many people have come back to Israel just to volunteer? One of my own staff members came back in January to volunteer for 3 months. Wow. And the unity in this country. Yesterday I was at a location where there were a bunch of Americans there from New Jersey and all over the Eastern Seaboard. And several,
your constituency, basically.
Well, basically, I have that New York constituency, but people were moving back. Mm-hmm. From Jersey to Israel to stay here and raise their families here. I would think this is a place everybody would be running from right now. But you're seeing people come here. I met a young man who's with the IDF who was from Baltimore, Maryland, and he signed up about 6 weeks before October 7th, and now he's staying. Now he's in the reserve. So I just see that as such an important thing. The unity the people have here, how much each other's care about themselves and everybody else, and wanting to help everybody. I didn't know what to expect, but I didn't expect that. I expected people to be afraid. I expected people to be not want to talk about it, what happened October 7th. But everybody is proud of their heritage, proud of their patriotism and being here in Israel, which is something I'm concerned over what's going on in America, that we start to lack that patriotism. But people here embrace that. They understand what a terrible thing happened here on October 7th, and that could happen in America, and that scares me. But to see the way the people want to make this a better place and want to work harder together, and how much they need our help and need our solidarity in what's going on here. And we need to be that type of friend, that type of leader in America, and that's important.
Yeah, we have a special secret, as you know, in Israel, that we have no other place to go. So we are determined, resilient, and eager to fight for our lives. And having friends like you, we have a joke in Israel, America, don't be afraid, Israel is behind you. So so we are there, but it's really good to see friends like you coming and supporting Israel. And you are here in the only Christian radio station in Israel, Voice of Hope, and we are happy to have you. Does it have a meaning for you that you're talking to a Christian radio station here?
Well, I'm Roman Catholic, and so it does have something. And the Voice of Hope, what a great name. I mean, that's what we all need to have. We all need to have hope and a voice of hope and hope that our children can live better lives and our grandchildren, and hope that as a community we can live a better life. And we need to hope. I belong to a foundation, Tomorrow's Hope, and I sit on the board there at Tomorrow's Hope, and it's a scholarship foundation for grammar school students inside the diocese where I live. And they're the future. They're the hope of our country, our religion, and everything we do. And that's such an important issue, is to believe in people and believe that there is a future. And right now, I'm sure we're in a situation where things are looking dim everywhere, right? I know here in Israel, even though everybody's strong and steadfast, they're concerned. I was up north this morning, and I just heard now that as we left, several bombs went off after we left, and how lucky we are. And there must be somebody looking over us, I think. And then yesterday in the south, just to see that I could see Gaza from where I stood at the kibbutz. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah, kibbutz.
Sometimes I can't pronounce my own name. But
you're doing it well.
I see that you could see Gaza across and where the terrorists came in. And not just the terrorists. I think something we think in America, we think just Hamas is the terrorist. But the Palestinians, they're the terrorists too. They came in as well. They came in with their bags packed to move into those homes in Israel. And how is that okay? This isn't a war where we're fighting soldier against soldier. We're fighting people against a country. And it's a terrible thing. And I didn't realize that they had come in to take over, and then the destruction they caused, not just Hamas. So the burning of people. I went to Nova yesterday, that festival, and I spoke to people there, and I spoke to one of the emergency medical technicians who was leading the search and rescue, and over 360 some bodies burnt together, unable to identify them, what they had to go through. I went and I saw the cars that were burnt and shot at, the ambulance that was torched. It was so sad. I was able to see where Hirsch Goldberg, Poland, and God rest his soul, he was just found on Sunday morning. I was able to see the shelter outside, the safe house that was outside where he was fighting for his life with another person, where he lost his arm and where they took him hostage. And right 20 yards from there, a drone fell and hit the ground right there where we were. This is real. This is real. And we don't think in America that it's real. This is my feeling, okay? I think we don't think that these things can happen. And by coming here, they happen. They happen in real time. And we need to prepare ourselves and make sure this doesn't happen anymore to Israel. It doesn't happen in the United States. And we don't let it happen anywhere around the world. We need to end the situation where we have these devils, these haters who are coming after people who are working hard and people who want to be free and people who want to have the right to live and have their generations live forever. And you guys show that completely. You come back after 2,000 years or so to reclaim your country. And what does that show? It just shows your resilience. So I appreciate you letting me be here today. I appreciate being in Israel. People said, oh, you need to go, oh, you shouldn't go. It's probably one of the best things I've ever done in my life. And I've had a pretty good life and done a lot of things. Sure. But it's great to be here and great to speak with everybody.
I can say amen on that. And Mike, thank you for coming here and supporting Israel. Thank you for coming here and being a guest of Voice of Hope. And thank you for strengthening the alliance between the United States and Israel. And I wish you all the best in the near future, in the long distance future, and come again. We will love to host you again here in any capacity that you come.
Well, I'd love to come back, and I'd love to come back as a senator from New York for the United States. Thank you, Aki. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.